Welcome back to another edition of KCAT News. This week on KCAT, Trey Abasolo covered Julia Bowie's signing with Fort Hays State University, and Caleb also has the news on the select students from the Munson Primary who got to sing the national anthem.
Gabe Daniel has another episode of GGR, and Sean and Emma will be bringing another episode of Sippin Tea. I'm Andrew Burgos.
And I'm Shane Fonsel.
And KCAT News starts right now.
Let's start the episode off with Trey covering Julia's signing to FHSU.
This past week, Julia Bowie got into the CAMS program at Fort Hays State University as just a sophomore at Mulvane High School.
I chose to go to Fort Hays State because I wanted a challenge in a different environment.
Congratulations to Julia on the signing, and good luck to her at Fort Hays. That's it for me, Trey Abasolo, KCAT News.
Next up, we have Caleb with the scoop on the Munson Primary students who sang the national anthem at the Wichita Thunder hockey game.
These past weeks, the second grade classes from the Munson Primary have sang the national anthem at Thunder hockey games. The head of it all is Mr. Dean. I caught up with Mr. Dean to ask him what it was like.
Thanks for the singing of tonight's national anthem. It is being presented to you by Munson Primary School Choir.
I conducted the second graders, and we split them into three different groups because we have a lot of second graders, over 150, I think. And so two classes went per performance. We did three of them. And I conducted them singing the national anthem. We've been practicing about a month. Yeah, that's about right, about a month. It went very well. It went very, very well. I created a backing track for the national anthem performance, and we just practiced to that, and it went very beautifully.
I also asked Mr. Dean about how he found out about this opportunity.
Interesting story. My wife works for Fidelity Bank, and she got an email saying, if you know of any teachers, please forward this to them. And of course, her husband happens to be me. So she forwarded the email to me, and I got in touch with a guy named Tom Jantz, who organizes all this, and it went from there super quick. I would love to do it again. I'm just waiting to hear back for the schedule, but yeah, it went so well. I would love to make this a yearly thing.
Just as the hockey games won, I think you could say the second grade classes and Mr. Dean also won. Caleb Perkins, KCAT News.
Gabe this week is bringing you guys another thrilling episode of Gabe's Game Recap.
Thanks, Chayton. The baseball and softball teams were in action hosting the Clearwater Indians on March 28th. The varsity baseball team swept the Indians, winning 9-2 the first game, and then they turned around and won 12-9 the second game, earning their first sweep of the season. Then over on the softball side, they couldn't keep up with the Indians, falling 16-1 the first game, then 16-2 the second. And then for JV, they fell 15-0, then 20-1. The girls' soccer teams hosted the Valley Center Hornets on March 28th. JV fell 4-0, then varsity fell in a very hard-fought battle, 1-0. Then on April 1st, they took on the Rose Hill Rockets. JV team fell short 1-0, but varsity overcame the Rockets, winning 5-1. Colby McDaniel had 2 goals and 2 assists. Carson White had 2 goals, and Emma Colby had 1 goal. And then on April 2nd, they took on the Winfield Vikings, winning 4-1. Colby McDaniel had 2 goals, Emma Colby had 1 goal and 2 assists. Carson White put up a goal, and Emma Anderson chipped in an assist. Then the boys golf team had a tournament out at Chaparral. The team placed first with a team score of 361, playing their best golf of the season so far. Gerald Collier set a new PR with 97. Tyler Fox shot a 95, setting a new PR. Gage Milan medaled 6th, shooting a 92. Isaac Gardner medaled 5th, shooting a 92. Then Julian Wetzel set a new PR, shooting an 82, as well as medaling 2nd. That's it for this week's edition of Gabe's Game Recap. Gabe Daniel, KCAT News.
Thanks, Gabe. This week on Sippin Tea, the gals bring us another grand episode featuring Eric Woods and Michaela Dick.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Sippin Tea.
This week we have prom king and queen Eric Woods and Michaela Dick to talk about prom.
This week we have prom king and queen Eric Woods and Michaela Dick.
So our first question for today is, did you guys enjoy this year's prom?
I actually really enjoyed this year's prom. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends go. We had a good time. We had some snacks there, some drinks, danced, stuff we do at a usual prom. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed prom. It was really sad because it was one of our last dances, and we won't get to experience that again. But it was really fun. I got to have fun time with my friends. A really good experience.
The second question is, did you guys go with anyone to prom this year?
If you count a guy as going with someone, then I guess technically, yeah, I went with my friend Ian Roach. We took my dad's 1969 Dodge Charger. That thing's really loud and it's a lot of fun to drive. So yeah, I just went with my friend Ian and my other friends.
Yeah, I went with Tanner Nelson, and then we rent a limo, and we just went with a ton of friends. So it was really fun. And I went with my friend Hannah.
All right, so our next question is, what was your guys' reaction about winning?
So I was really nervous at first, but I was also very surprised and excited whenever they called my name because, one of the winners out of the 4 people and the whole school just voting for me, that was just a really, how often do you get to say that, hey, I won prom king at my school and, my whole school voted for me, so.
So my reaction, I was super nervous whenever they called my name, and I knew that they wanted me to do the dip, and so I was like, Eric, can we just do the knee thing? And so we did that, and then I could just hear my friends from the corner, and they were screaming really loud. So it was really exciting. It's a good memory to be able to tell.
Be sure to keep watching KCAT because soon we will have a teacher takeover Sippin Tea. I'm Emma Seville.
I'm Sean Neptune.
KCAT News.
1. Pinkies up.
That's it for this week's episode of KCAT News. Good job to everyone who had a story this week. And as always, thanks for watching KCAT.
You two on.
Jeez. I mean, to be fair, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah, but just the 2 seconds. It was
these are meant for little kids.
Ooh.
We're not blowing. Actually, we're going to. Yes, you are, Jane.
Just do this. Ready?
Your whole body.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
Yeah, you just wind it up.
The front, I'm short, so.
You guys see that falling?
Where? What's falling?
What?
There it is.
Right there.
3, 2, 1. Hey!
Very